Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of A.S.S. So I just got done carving out this little cube here because I have a bit of a base idea. Firstly, I want a plank backboard, and this will probably expand. It'll have to expand because the internal is going to be a 6x6, but I wanted a plank back wall, right? And then I was thinking, like, log pillars going up with stairs. It'll definitely be small, but I think it'll work pretty well. Anyway, yeah. Welcome back to another episode. I'm just gonna break this with the pickaxe. It's almost broken. So, as I didn't get any base ideas from last video, I just decided to go ahead with the base idea that's new for me, definitely. I haven't really done a base like the one I described that I was gonna build today. I haven't really done that ever, so we're gonna see how it works out. And if it isn't good, then we can probably workshop it a bit. But I'm always open to changing how the base looks. So a lot of this will just be base building, but I do still want to make it entertaining with commentary. So I'm going to be doing that shit. As you all know, I will be gone for a bit of time in a very short amount of time. So I don't really know what the content's going to look like because as of, I guess, filming this, it is Thursday, which means I am very close to not being here, so that kind of sucks. But, we find a way to work around it. In the meantime, though, I am here, and while I am here, it's better to get some content done than nothing at all. I don't know why my mouse keeps on double-clicking when I'm placing stuff, it's weird. Let's get some food in our offhand so we don't have to switch to food every single time we eat it. I was recently playing a bit of Bedrock Edition when I noticed that you can't put food in your offhand. It's like, that's weird because you can do that on Java. And I learned that you can only put certain items in your offhand, like what were the items? Shields. I think there was another item. Yeah, totems of undying, shields, and nautilus shells. And the only reason you can put a nautilus shell in your offhand on Bedrock is because of how drowns are coded, which is a bit weird. Drowns are coded in a way to also have an offhand. If you don't know, every entity has an inventory, I think. So, every, somewhat intelligent NPC. That's why you can put armor on villagers without it, actually showing, because they do have an inventory. So, I didn't have to build in the corners, but who cares? Anyway, so, every item, or every NPC has an inventory, and the way that they do drowns having nautilus shells in the offhand is by allowing the player to use nautilus shells in the offhand. I'm actually gonna try 4 wide. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Which is weird because I slept for 8 hours. Anyway. So the only way that they were able to do nautilus shells in the offhand for drowns is by allowing players, because that's what their code is based off of. They allow players nautilus shells in the offhand so drowns can have them as well. Which, why not just code an exception for drowns? But yet again, Bedrock has spaghetti code, so I'm pretty sure they just didn't think of it. I will say, I love Minecraft's music in the C418 era. Made some great stuff for the game, truly. My God, absolutely amazing musician. Very talented. I think he still makes music, actually. Yeah, he still makes music. He just doesn't get as much popularity nowadays, which is a real shame. Because, like, he's only known for Minecraft, which, I mean, hey, good thing to have on a resume, you know what I mean? But still, like, I'm pretty sure it's better to be known for your independent music. How am I gonna... I can probably just tower up on these. So that's everything done. I don't want that little crack in the... Yeah, I don't want that little crack showing, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna smelt some cobblestone, cover that shit up. And then this is the internal. So the idea that I had, let me go get some materials, something akin to this, where like the roof would be covered in, I think, top slabs to add a bit of like depth to it. And then I don't know what I'm gonna put here. I can't really put a window because it's rock, but I'm pretty sure I can figure something out, like a painting. Pretty sure I can make paintings in this version at least. We're just gonna grab all that stone, kind of just layer it. I'm somewhat decent at terraforming, I think. I don't know. I haven't done terraforming enough to really like know if I'm good with it. But from what I've heard from my friends, at least, I'm pretty decent at it. So there is that. I don't know. I mean, if you're good at building, then you don't really... I don't know. Because, like, on one hand, right, I do like being good at building. It's a nice skill to have. On the other hand, though, like, when you're good at building, all of your friends want you to make builds for them, and it's like, at some point, you're gonna run out of shit to build, you know what I mean? At some point, building is gonna get tiring, and it's gonna get, you know, shitty. So it's like, I mean, because Minecraft building, in my opinion at least, is a form of art. Like, it is a creative art. For as much shit as I might get for saying it, like, it is a form of art, you know? So, it's like, at some point you're gonna experience burnout, you know? And that's like the worst thing to experience while playing Minecraft is Minecraft burnout. It doesn't feel good at all to get burnt out of anything. It really doesn't. It sucks so much. I think I made over enough stairs, but that's fine. We can probably put some... Yeah. Yeah, I made one too many. It's fine. We can, Hmm. Uh... I have an idea. There we go. And then... I don't know why they have you craft 3 doors. I never really understood that, but... Let me also get that down. And that way, there we go. Adds a bit of depth. You always gotta have depth. It's one of like the most important things to have while building is like building detail and depth. You don't want to go over detailed because you want to like maintain the build itself. That looks natural-ish. I have to definitely put some more rocks there. I'll start smelting a second stack. But you want to have depth because if your build is just flat, then no one's really gonna like it. At least from my experience, like you have just a flat build, it's gonna look kind of bad. No offense to people who build shit, but it's better to have a build with detail than to have a build without personality. You know what I mean? Because flat builds, they just don't really have personality. You know what I mean? like, cool, you built this house, right? But, like, what's the rest of it, you know? There's no story to tell with a flat build. It's just the build. And also just, it looks lazy. It looks sloppily put together. And it just doesn't look good. Please, if you take anything out of this video, build with some fucking depth, people. Because, like, a flat build looks fucking awful. Oh my god. Like, if you just have a wall, like, even some stairs on the corners would make a world of difference. Kind of like how I have here. The way that I like to build houses is I'll have, like, a flat wall, right? And then when two sides meet, I think at the vertexes. Oh god, I did not do well in math. Anyway, on the vertexes or whatever the fuck the corners are called, I'll have like log pillars, and it always has to be on the outside, one block out, so you have more room to do decoration. If that makes any sense. Because like, you want to have room to decorate for sure. Because if you don't have the room to decorate, then you can't, you know, decorate. Which kind of sucks. And we'll just kind of put that there. Well, tell you what. We move our beds in. Finally sleep. In a house. Thank fuck. We'll get the rest of the stuff moved in soon. So moving sucked for me, so hearing moving again, it's like, oh fuck. I also like putting like stairs or something next to the bed to add a bit more like depth to it. Or I guess another layer. I don't really know. Yeah, we'll terraform that a bit. So I'm thinking we want it to match. And what we can do is that. So that way, right? We still get. Yeah, I like that because that way you get a bit of. I'm sorry for overusing the word depth, but that is the most appropriate word to use. You get depth. And I'm thinking to let it come down naturally, what we can do is sort of build it that way. So then it comes down more naturally. Yeah. Okay. And that way we can just do some better builds. I am going to make a painting for the inside of the house because currently it looks a bit atrocious. Now, I do have a favorite painting. I forgot that the paintings are entirely random and you can't really, well, you can't fully control what painting you're going to get because you can get one wide, you can get four, or you can get 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 4 by 4, 2 by 2, 3 by 4. I think that's all of them. But yeah, this is the shit that you had to sit through like before Minecraft was, you know, you could kind of customize what painting you got. You had to sit through this shit for ages. Just trying to get that one painting. I guess we can cut down the choices. There we go. Now it's only giving me ones. Oh, there we go. That's the painting I love. I think it's called like Sunset or something like that. Also, this wood texture is never found ever again in the game. But yeah, that's the painting I fucking love. Oh my god. Absolute beauty. Oh, let's move the crafting table in. Pop that there. Gives a good place for it. We have 3 furnaces. That's done smelting all of its stuff. Oops. Right, I don't have the inventory for that. Shit. Oh, that's fine. Let's get the rest of this terraformed. And then we can figure out what we're going to do from there. Thankfully, this part is kind of easy now that we have a bit of a flow going here. Yeah, we are gonna have to add some. We don't really have to add some because like there's flat bits over there, so it's honestly fine. Get a furnace going there. Get some coal in there. All right, well. You know what? I'm pretty proud of what we built, especially given the short amount of time we built it in. And I say we because I believe that my audience is a part of this. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get the rest of that terraformed at some point soon. But I am proud of how much was built. You know, it's a quaint little house, I'd say. It's definitely nothing that'll blow your socks off, but it's still a house. It's definitely better than like a dirt hut or like any other kind of starter home. So, you know, we're working with something here. I do want to build a farm soon at some point though. Also have to make, you know, storage, but that's besides the point. I was also thinking when I get back from break about doing a Hypixel Skyblock series that I haven't done in years. I used to do something called Hypixel Lives, which was every million I'd get another life, but I'd start off with like 3 and be like pseudo hardcore. So I would need to get like every million I'd get 1 life, and if I spent a million I'd lose that life. So I'd have like a lives counter and everything. So tell me what you think of that idea in the comments below, because I would like to do it again, but I do want to know my audience's opinion. It's a very quaint little starter house. I'm starting to like it a lot. I think a pot with a rose would do well here, though. But yeah, tell me what you think of this Hypixel Lives idea, because I would like to do it again. I haven't done it in 3 years. So that's a bit of frame of reference for you. All the episodes of it are taken down because I just didn't like how they turned out. Well, in that case, yeah, I think that marks us as done here. If you liked what you saw, tell me in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I will see you later.